In today's video, I want to take you through a quick 3-step, 30-second protocol that will help you increase your club head speed 3, 5, maybe even 10 miles per hour. And I want you to do it before every tee shot. So you can increase your club head speed, increase your distance, bomb it by your buddies, and actually have a chance to lower your handicap. Hi, I'm Nathan Jackson. I'm a strength and conditioning coach and nutritionist for golfers. I'm downstairs here in the golf fitness dungeon where it may not always look pretty, but it's where we get after it and we get shit done. All right, gang, let's go over the 3-step protocol so you can start increasing your club head speed before every drive 3, 5, maybe even 10 miles per hour. Now, I want to just make sure you guys are aware. This is not increasing your current max club head speed. You need to get stronger and do some speed work and maybe even work on technique for that. What I'm talking about here is tapping into some speed that you already have that you're just not using, okay? And maybe you can relate to this. So what I mean by this is when I talk to golfers inside my program or on the golf course or even myself, and I'm going to use me as an example here, we swing the driver, or at least I swing the driver 117 miles per hour with no ball. That's basically dry swings. When I'm on the range with a ball and no consequence, I'm at about 114 miles per hour. When I'm on the golf course, when I checked earlier in the year, with consequence obviously, I'm at about 106 miles per hour. So a pretty big discrepancy between 106 and 117 miles per hour. What I'm trying to do here is decrease that discrepancy a little bit, okay? And so what I've done when I tested recently, I mean like about 4 weeks ago, I was at about 109 miles per hour. So I've tapped into about 3-4 miles per hour of club head speed. Now, if you're I'm a 16 handicap golfer. If you're a lower handicap, you're probably gonna be able to tap into a little bit more because your technique's gonna be on point a bit more than mine is. So let's get to it. I'm gonna take you to the golf course so I can show you this 3-step protocol. Okay, here we are at the golf course. This is actually the first hole, just for a little bit of context. I showed up, basically did my 10-minute warm-up, hit the putting green, did some chipping, and then hit the tee box here. So not only is this great for obviously every tee shot, but also great for the first hole, especially because this course no longer has a driving range. So wanted to make sure that I get my my cuts in, kind of elevate my body temperature and activate my nervous system. So here we are. We're basically for this first phase here of the 3-phase protocol, we're just getting some rotations in, letting the weight of the club head kind of just take us back into a greater rotation. And then every time you exhale, just try to like use your obliques and rotate a little bit more into a greater backswing. Now you may not actually use all this backswing range of motion, totally fine. You're gonna use what you feel comfortable with when the time comes, but it's just a great way to kind of increase that range of motion. From here, we're going to go into phase 2, which are some backswing slings. So we're going to step on or get our weight on our lead leg, point down the target line, basically shift our weight to our trail foot, squash the bug, and sling that club back into our backswing as fast as we can. This is going to be faster than your normal backswing. Okay, I really want to, sling it back. So you have to use your obliques and all the other muscles of your body to kind of stop the club when you get to your end range. And you're going to do this a couple times. And as you can see here, I kind of come across the line, which I just noticed now. I don't want that. And so don't get lazy with this. Try to still keep your natural rotation of your backswing. Just try to go a little bit faster. So I think I probably kind of cheated this a little bit and trying to get a little bit more range of motion and kind of came across the line. We'll see if this continues on when I actually go to the next phase or when I actually make a golf swing. And then phase 3 is kind of a two-parter. If you're working on anything, phase 3A is kind of like, for me right here, I'm basically working on trying to feel the club shaft twisting a little bit so I can close my club face as I go from transition into my downswing. It's something I'm working on right now. I've been really driving the golf ball well as of late, and I feel this is a big part of the reason why. And so I just want to feel that before I go into my final couple cuts here. So again, phase 3B now, we're getting to the final cuts. We're really trying to get after it, swing as hard as we can. And as you can see here, I kind of do go across the line a little bit. So luckily I hit the golf ball pretty well on this drive, so I'm going to step up to the golf ball. And one thing you can do here is I'm kind of lining up the tee shot is I'm just noticing that my heart rate is a little bit elevated. I'm just taking a few deep breaths to kind of slow that heart rate down. And I'm stepping up. I hit this one pretty well, maybe over the top a little bit. It kind of tugged it a bit right, started right at my target line, faded left towards the water, kind of caught my attention a little bit longer than I would like. Ended up tugging my pitching wedge, made a good lag putt, and then just tapped in for par. And here's the second one. Basically a couple of days earlier, I'm on the 18th hole now, so I just walked an entire round. The reason why I'm showing this is two. One is I'm 100% totally bragging that I hit a 292-yard drive. That's my absolute PR, especially on this hole, because this hole usually show up and the wind is either directly in your face or it's at you, but right to left, pushing any kind of ball into that body of water there. But the real reason why I want to show you this is because, I walked the entire round, and I do get a little bit stiff. I do some things, some breathing drills to keep me mobile, both in the hips and in the ribs. But this protocol really helps me again to kind of just make sure I'm hitting the ball just as fast or just as far on the 18th hole as I am on the first hole. So I set up and tugged this one just a little bit right of the traps right next to the green, but basically threw a dart in there for about 5 feet. Unfortunately, missed my putt, tapped in for an easy par. And there you have it, gang. That's your 3-step, 30-second protocol to increase your club head speed, roughly 3 to 5, maybe even 10 miles per hour. Hit the ball further so you have a chance to actually score, but also, throws down some bragging rights to your buddies. It's very similar to what Bryson did on, I think it was hole number 6 or 16 of the Arnold Invitational a couple years ago, when he basically on round 3 and round 4 just drove over the water right to the green. If you watch that replay, basically he takes a few really hard cuts right before he steps up to the ball and takes his tee shot. So it's a great way to tap into the speed that you already have by activating your nervous system. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, please just do me a favor, hit that like button, go ahead and find the sweet spot of that subscribe button so you don't miss future videos. And remember, you got to get strong if you want to play long.